Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your guy, DLG Reppin. Man's always trying. Money making, reckoning. But I ain't no pipping. Nah. Forget the bars, man. That's why I wasn't born to be an MC in general. Anyway, it's a DLG Reppin, yeah? I'm back with another football chat. Talk a bit about my Arsenal. I might talk a bit about what FIFA are planning to do, which I do tend to talk about what FIFA are planning to do. And talk about the French League being cancelled till September the 1st. So let me kick it off by talking about the show that Robbie did with Stricto. By the way, it was an interesting show talking about voiding the season, whether the season should go ahead around June. Personally, I don't think it's going to work. I hope the lockdown or the coronavirus comes to an end, but it don't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon. I want to be wrong. But I feel, by talking by the heart, I don't think the coronavirus will come down soon, which means sport in this country can't happen. I mean, well, if the Premier League was to continue, then you're looking at let's say middle of June, and it will have to happen behind closed doors. You know, football's not the same without fans, but we're meant to save lives. You know, protect the NHS, and technically we're meant to stay at home. And there's been talk of football. Excuse me. Pardon me. There's been talk of football being shown on terrestrial TV. That'll be nice. 3 o'clock kickoffs as well, live on terrestrial TV. That's mouth-watering. For me, that is mouth-watering. Well, I suppose Sky can't have it all their own way. Neither can BT Sports. So, without further ado, let me switch it up a little bit and talk about the French League being cancelled. I mean, they've decided to void the league. According to the French PM, he has stated, Mr. Macron that is, he has stated that sport in France, meaning the Ligue 1 and Ligue 2, have been voided. So they have to restart again in September. I think if you look at it from the long run, it's to save lives, because in France, there's thousands upon people that have been killed by the coronavirus. You know, it's up there with Italy and Spain. And for the good of health and the good of saving people's lives, to prevent the spread of this coronavirus, you know, the French Prime Minister has to do what's best for the nation. And he's the one who made the call. So, you know, the job that it involves being a Prime Minister is not easy. Not easy at all. You have to make tough decisions after tough decisions. You might have to upset a few people, or upset the fucking idiots that don't understand. Who don't understand life, really. Or health and safety of life. But a massive well done to you, Mr. Macron. You know, you've done the country a favour. Whether you're loved or liked, yeah, you've made the right decision, I think. So well done to you. Another thing I want to go on about is Yes, FIFA. They have decided that clubs, football clubs in leagues from all, whether it's European League, the South American League, any league, they're allowed a maximum of 5 substitutions. 5 substitutions. That won't work because the winning team, who's winning during 90 minutes and come towards stoppage time, they will take the piss. They'll take the piss and waste more time, just to prevent the other team from equalising or scoring the goal that can win the game to prevent relegation, or scoring the winning goal that gives them the title or has a significant impact towards the season. I think that 5 substitution is ridiculous. I personally think it's ridiculous. It's made for the winning team to violate the rules. But again, if you disagree or agree with what I'm saying, then leave your comments below. Drive the thumbs up like button more than the down. And you know what I'm going to say, the big one. Please subscribe to my channel, The more subscribers, the better. And like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Another 978 subscribers, and that is all I need. I know, it's a lot. Once I get over that 1,000 subscribers mark, then I can do bigger and better things. And I look forward to it. And I don't often say thank you when I should say thank you, but I'm going to say thank you anyway, from the kindness of my heart. Thanks for watching my videos, you viewers. I don't know who you are, but God knows who you are. And you'll be watching my videos, and it would be nice if half of you that watch my videos can subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. And going back to what I was saying, Robbie did another video, a live stream, should I say, another live stream with Stricto. Big up yourself, Stricto. Every time I see you in person, you make me laugh to the point where I'm nearly on the floor. You're a funny guy, Stricto. I have to try to take you seriously, but I find it hard because you're just a complete funny guy. From the moment you threw your season ticket on the roof. Stricto, you are a funny guy. Well, big up yourself, Stricto, You know who you are. Keep doing your thing. And Robbie, great show again. Keep doing your thing. And I think the FA have to be honest with themselves, because if the second wave comes at the beginning of May, then it's not just football, Football comes secondary. It's lifestyles amongst other humanity that comes first. I've booked a ticket to go to Germany, and that is in Berlin in the beginning of August, and I can't go by the looks of it, but I'm hoping I can go, or I extend it, because I don't want to get my money back. I just want to have a nice holiday abroad, away from England for once. Well, that's enough about me. I'm here to talk about football, and Willian. Arsenal have been linked with Willian. And it's been said that they've signed 2 players, one of whom being Ryan Fraser, on a free. Yeah, Arsenal do love a freebie when they get an opportunity. When are we going to start doing things like a real big club? It just disgusts me. It's just disgusting how... it just disgusts me all the time that you want to do things on the cheap, which is good, but it's only so far you can get. Let's try and buy 1 or 2 proven world-class players. The only world-class player we've got, he could be on the verge of leaving. or he's on the verge of doing a U-turn. I don't know what's going through his mind. I really don't know, because this whole saga has dragged on for long enough. But, long enough as it is. I want to see my beloved football club go out there and be ruthlessly aggressive in the transfer window. Stan Kroenke might just give us the money, but it's the recruitment team. The recruitment team have not been as serious can be. We're ending up with mercenaries like Xhaka, Mustafi, and to name a few. No wonder Arteta has made it publicly clear that he wants to get rid of 9 players. I hope it is Xhaka and Mustafi, because they have not been good for us over the years. For example, to mark Granit Xhaka's career at Arsenal, I'll give him a 3 out of 10. He's lucky he's not getting a 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Mustafi, 3 out of 10. His whole career at Arsenal have not been good enough. Both of them, for different reasons, and I've got my reasons for both of them. One has been inconsistently poor at the back, giving the ball away, not looking the other way while Lewandowski plays Thiago Alcantara through in the match that we lost 5-1 at Bayern Munich. Their third goal was through Mustafi's idiotic display at the back. Granit Xhaka, unmobile, gives the ball away in stupid areas, committing stupid fouls after stupid fouls, i.e. how many penalties? There's been more than 2 occasions, maybe more than 3 occasions where he's conceded penalties, especially against Brighton at home, where he possibly played his part in costing us a top 4 place. Just not good enough. Beyond belief. His whole game is not good enough from a footballer's point of view. Just so unreliable. He is like a complete fairy, a mercenary, whatever you want to call him. Well, apart from that, they're just not good enough players. I mean, Martinelli, what is going on with Martinelli's contract? Why has he not been offered a long-term contract? Throughout this season, before the coronavirus interrupted it, he has 10 goals. For an 18-year-old to have 10 goals in all competition in this country, that is a phenomenal start. And we want him to get better and better and better. I don't want him leaving Arsenal in the next couple of years. I want him at the club for 6 years and beyond that. That's my aim. That should be the aim of our board of directors, is to keep these young players there for the long term. So if in case that we do have to sell, and the player or the players themselves want to go in the long-term future, then we're in a position to fork out good money for them. Where we're not in a position to fork out good money. We haven't got much value for money, and that's due to the fact that our price asset is very low at the moment. We're that big club, bottom of the big clubs, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, I do criticise Stan Kroenke for the right reasons, for not showing ambition into the club, for not putting enough effort, or not giving us the attention that we want and we deserve from an owner. If using our club as a cash cow, then it's time for us Arsenal fans to vote on our feet. But the problem is we won't vote with our feet because we just keep going, keep paying for bullshit just to get behind the team. When we technically shouldn't pay a penny to the club or go into the mega store and buy what we're buying. Clothing, mugs, purses, whatever is in that store, etc. Shouldn't be putting the penny towards that till. Because technically they don't deserve our money for the last 10 years. They don't. But maybe Arsenal can prove me wrong. And I would love them to prove me wrong and perform fantastically well in this summer transfer window. You know, it's getting to the point where where Premier League players such as Arsenal, Brighton and West Ham players, they've gone back into training because it's been 5 weeks since they've done anything, you know. Their club management has taken it upon themselves to order them back into training because it's been too long. The players are at home training and they need to be out there and keeping themselves active and consistently fit, which is all nice. I mean, if Boris Johnson decides that all sports in this country should resume during the second wave of coronavirus, then it's a dangerous situation. Then we'll have more lives taken away. It don't discriminate against nobody. It don't discriminate against any race, any age, any religion, etc. This coronavirus is out there to kill. It's nicknamed the Invincible Killer for a complete reason. You know, we all need to understand that. But then again, when you got selfish, stupid idiots who decide to get complacent and to act dumb and to act blind to the whole situation, what do you expect? I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is, because if this lockdown continues, it's because of a vast minority who decide to mess it up for everybody else. Because I, as a football fan, would love to see football back again sooner rather than later. I, as a human being and as a grown man, would love to get up, go about my business and do what I need to do. But again, due to the small minority, it won't happen. It won't happen because the so-called idiots out there, they're playing Russian roulette with their lives, spreading the virus, putting a risk to their own lives. You know, they're not a risk to themselves, but they're a risk to the others. You know, spreading it. And they arrested the NHS staff who they deserve 10 times the wages that they're on instead of being on pittance. So big up yourself, the NHS workers. And big up yourself, Sir Tom Moore. 100 years old today. And you deserve thousands upon thousands of birthday cards for what you did. You raised millions and millions for the NHS, and I don't think the NHS up and down the UK can thank you anymore. So well done to yourself, Tom Moore. So back on football. So Arsenal have meant to have signed Ryan Fraser. And for me, and if that is the case, then we've got ourselves a busy but very good player. You know, we've got ourselves a Scottish international. Man's made how many appearances and how many goals has he got for Bournemouth? I mean, last season he was phenomenal for Bournemouth. He was one of their best performers. And he personally now feels that he wants to step up into a big club, and he wants to help that big club, being Arsenal, back into the top four. That is where we should aim for next season. Now, if that's the case, then, well, I wish him all the best, but I just think it's all talk. Yet again, it's just all talk. I haven't seen anything concrete. And even now, this is meant to be the end of. This is the end of April. The football season will still continue until around middle of April, middle of May, end of May. So it is still to be concluded. So, guys, I'll say, guys, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to wrap it up here for another day. And I look forward to reading any comments. If you're going to drop any comments below, then please do. Feel free to. That's not just everyone in the UK. That's for every man, woman, youth and child on the planet who loves the beautiful sport football, yeah? And I'd love to see some football on the telly. Even if it's behind closed doors, I'll have to accept it. You know? The reality is we're up against a virus and it needs defeating. And we can only defeat it if we follow the government guidelines back here in England, or from London, England, where I am. From London, England to the rest of this planet, yeah? I'm going to say good night. Enjoy yourselves the best way that you can, with your friends, with your family, etc. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow, yeah? So it's DLG Reppin. I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to leave this video as it is, on a positive note. And I'll speak to you tomorrow, hopefully. Peace, bless, and love. I'm done.